tell us about the mental health journey, because I know it's important to you, and to also communicate and make more people aware, and so on.
So when you're saying like people look at me and they'll never believe that, it's even worse when it comes to my Instagram, because I'll post a picture smiling, you know, if you go through my statuses, I don't know, I'm happy, I'm enjoying life. But people don't believe that there's also a dark side of me, which for a long time I just tried to suppress. Like, I can't let people know the side of me, because it's like, we want the happy Anza.
With us here, I'm still with Anza, and we were talking hypertension earlier on, and now I think we all want to find out what makes Anza tick, what Anza does when she's not playing with rats and sticking them in her products, you know, because we want to know more about what she does when she's not in the lab playing with rats. So Anza, what are you vlogging about? Because I know you vlog. What are you vlogging about?
Your people must follow me. They have to subscribe. Anyway, I vlog about everything that is non-academic.
Okay.
I'm trying to find myself. You know, like a scientist, sometimes you grow up and then you just get defined by science. And I'm more than science. Science is like a really small part of me.
Science is what you do.
Exactly.
It's not who you are.
Yeah.
And when you vlog, it's an expression of who you are.
Yeah, my other personalities.
Yeah. I know recently I saw you you went to Cape Town with, I think, your friends, and you posted, and then I think you vlogged about it. And I know there's a different one where you were vlogging with a little girl who has a very larger than life personality.
Listen, the child will shock me. The one time she was like, I need an iPhone 12.
Sure, how old is she?
She's 12.
You like children?
I love children, and for some reason children come to me. Like everywhere I go, they run towards me.
Yeah, maybe they can tell you play with rats.
Did you have to go there? I'm laughing. I have a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for you in the horizon, you want children?
I do. I want kids. I want a lot of kids.
You want a lot of kids?
Yeah, but the problem is that I don't want to carry them, because nothing looks normal about pregnancy.
I think pregnancy looks beautiful.
Have you seen the tummy?
I think it looks beautiful. Can you imagine? I think it's almost like a miracle. I mean, you're carrying this thing and your body follows, and this thing comes out and then your body goes back. Well, relatively.
Yeah, but like I'm afraid of pregnant tummies, especially when the child starts kicking. You know my friend Hannah?
That's when we all gravitate towards the tummy. We're all like, is it kicking? Can I feel it? You're like...
When Hannah my friend tried showing me, I was just like, that's where we stop with the intimacy, friend. Like, I'm alright. Like, I'm good. It does not look right. It just... So I need someone who can carry babies for me, like 3, 4.
Oh, but I mean, with the level of technology, I mean, that's around today. I mean, if you've got the right, what is money in Chivenda?
Chelede.
Oh, chelede. If you've got that chelede, I mean, you can do whatever you don't have to carry. You don't have to, you know. And I suppose that's the cool thing about science as well. Maybe we should bring someone in that does research on surrogacy.
Yes, that would be so amazing. I think I'll be taking notes.
So you vlog, and then I see, I don't know, I was, I think, stalking you one of these days.
You stalk me?
I do, I stalk you.
I feel like so precious, like...
Why wouldn't I? I do, I stalk you. So I was looking at the other day, and you're wearing these short shorts, and I think in the one picture you're even wearing like a a bikini and you're in Cape Town, and I looked at it and I thought, I want to be able to post pictures like that. I think I am so in my head about those things. I don't know if it's because of upbringing, or my mom's immediately gonna call and say, can you take that down from your Instagram, because she follows me, you know. So how I know body positivity is important to you, and why is that? And why do you advocate for all of us to be body positive, or is it just something that comes naturally to you?
So with me, the advocacy, since you're putting it that way, started off as a rebellion against my parents. I wouldn't say I'm a rebel, but I'm like a model child, you know, at home. But you know, it's like sometimes you have to disappoint your parents, but like take it little by little.
You have to, don't shock them.
Don't shock them because they're old and
it has to be
hypertension.
Hypertension? Yes. So it has to be like...
It has to be little by little. So growing up, I went to a very traditional church, apostolic. So you have the uniform, your skirts have to be like covering your ankle almost, you know, no heels, no pants, no funny business.
In Van. Then you came to Johannesburg.
It started like late in the year, and like in high school.
Okay.
Because I even went to a Christian school, and like they used to measure like your uniform has to be, it cannot be two fingers above your knees.
At least at my school we had 4. It was 4 fingers above the knee at my school.
Oh.
2 fingers is a little bit too much. That's like no knee at all.
Man, you don't want to see how I looked in high school.
Probably
I'm not going to even show it. We're not getting.
I loved my skirts. I think it made me look. How do I put it? Well behaved, well mannered.
Yeah, no, they cancelled skirts on us when we were in primary school because they were like, girls are being.
Jajara.
Yeah. So it was like this hectic. You can see like it's at home. It's at school. It's literally everywhere.
So your whole life is almost you're not feeling like free to just explore perhaps yourself, and you've got all of these rules that you are living in, or living within these boundaries that you're living within. Boundaries help, but anyway,
they do help to a certain extent. Yeah.
So but they can also be damaging. I suppose
they can be.
Yeah,
they can be
important.
Yeah. So I came to Joburg. I've got this friend of mine, Sipo. She's a doctor. She's a medical doctor, and she'll rock up to a hospital with purple hair. Like I'm not talking about a chilled purple. I'm talking about where you can spot her in the ward. Like that is super sad. So I met her and I was like drawn to her. I didn't understand why someone can just be themselves like that. Like
you know what, I think knowing what I know now and being the person that I am, if I see something that doesn't look like the convention, I gravitate towards it. But before, I think I would have been like, I am not going to be seen by a dokotela on a noele eziphephuli, you know. But now I think my exposure to science, because I mean I think a lot of people don't actually know scientists are, I think, some of the most coolest people, some of the most normal as well. It's not like we're all stuck up in double thick glasses and whatever. Okay, so you see how she's got...
purposefully left my spectacles for the show because I'm not about to look at that on TV. Not gonna happen.
Wow. Glasses are so cool. I would love to wear glasses. So she's got purple hair. You gravitate towards her.
Yeah.
And then...
It's like, she doesn't care. When I'm wearing, like... I was not used to wearing shorts. I was not used to wearing pants. And it's like... She was just shocked, like... Are you telling me you've never worn skinny jeans your whole life?
You had never worn skinny jeans your whole life?
I had never worn. I didn't even know what people got skinny jeans.
Whoa!
I promise you.
You can't paint Venda in that light. Venda is TV, SABC, DSTV.
But it's not the whole of Venda. It's just my experience.
It's at home. You were like excluded from all of that.
Yeah.
And then you come out into the big world. And
you
come out
you
into
see things and you're like, yeah.
I love that.
Maybe I can look cool, me.
Yeah.
And then you wear it. And once you wear shorts, you can never go back.
You can't go back there.
Right, you can't go back. No, it's so empowering. The fresh air. When you're walking and then like it's like the wind is blowing like
and
this.
it's feels
yeah. And at home it's like 40 degrees. when we have the heat waves.
And you guys
so
have
imagine
no
now
shorts.
I'm gonna swear skirt up to here. Hi corner. It's not gonna work.
I can tell you.
So I think I've traumatized them so much that now I wear like when it's extreme when we have the heat waves, I instead of dressing like shorts and a normal t-shirt, I go extreme. I'm like, I'm gonna wear a bikini.
Sure.
And then I'll just tie like something on my waist.
Like a sarong or something.
Yeah.
I can tell you that, I mean, I think you're not advocating for body positivity, as you were saying. And I think it comes across that way. I think it comes across as very, this is who Anza is, and I think it's very infectious. And I like that. I like that about you. Anza, I know, because I know Anza because we go to university together, and she's become my mate. But I know mental health issues are very important to you. I know mental health issues affect you, and I think what is really educational about mental issues as they relate to Anza, because you're going to explain it to us, is that what we just spoke about now and the person I imagine you're coming across as on camera. I don't think that someone is sitting there thinking Anza is related to mental health in like hectic ways, you know. And and tell us about the mental health journey, because I know it's important to you to also communicate it, make more people aware, and so on.
Yeah. So when you're saying like people look at me and they will never believe that, it's even worse when it comes to my Instagram, because I'll post a picture smiling, you know, if you go through my statuses, I don't know, I'm happy, I'm enjoying life, but people don't believe that there's also a dark side of me, which for a long time I just tried to suppress. Like, I can't let people know the side of me because it's like we want the happy Anza, you know.
Is there pressure to be happy all the time?
There is a lot of pressure. For me, I feel like, and I share the same. I have a friend who also went through the same, where it's like you are invited in certain places because you are someone who's supposed to be the life of the party. Yeah, so if you have friends like that, you don't want to show them the other side of you. Like,
is it really a dark side though?
Now I don't think it's a dark side. I've learned to embrace it. It's like, I'm not even afraid. Like, if you call me randomly, like, Anza, how are you? Like, you're not intending to ask me how I'm doing, but you just want to ask, I want prepared, blah, 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 blah. Like, if you say, how are you? I'm like, yo, I'm falling apart, man. Falling apart. I don't feel the need to be like, I'm fine. Oh, what do you need? No, I'll be like, yo, I'm falling apart, yo. And then, like, you don't even have to check on me. I'm just letting you know, I'm not okay. Yeah, so that's what I do now.
And I think that's important, Anza, because it's you're honest and you don't have to, and I think I aspire to that a lot, to not have to be or pretend I'm at a state that I'm not in. You know, if I'm not well at the time, I'm not well at the time, and I think we should normalize that, because this book response to how are you, I'm fine, I think is a little damaging.
Like it's like almost an automated, you don't even hear yourself say it.
It's
like, how are you? I'm fine.
I'm fine, thank you, how are you? You know,
and then you just continue with life.
Yeah, meantime there's like the pressure of deadlines, there's triggers to what could possibly be putting you down or etc. You know?
Yeah, I've been like one lucky person when it comes to my mental health journey. So I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorders. There's so many. Major depressive disorders, panic attack disorders, and general anxiety. Which is like shocking because people are like, there's no way Anza has general anxiety. I'm like, I'm anxious all the time. I'm not doing it on purpose. Yeah, I'm anxious all the time. It doesn't show at all. Like, I'm anxious all the time. Like, at some point I don't even know what the trigger is. I'm just a ball of anxiety.
And what do you do to sort of I don't know, like, what do you do to sort of assist or get yourself to a point where you are happy with where if you're having an episode
Yeah.
What must happen?
So, with panic attacks, there's a time where it got so hectic that I actually got hospitalized. And they used to put me on tranquilizers. For the first time in my life, I understood why people do drugs.
Hey,
I'm not saying people should do drugs, but like,
or they knock you out.
you've seen animals like on National Geographic,
Yeah.
and then they like start dancing.
Yeah.
That's how it is like.
But you can see, you can see, but you're like,
you're just the happiest person on earth.
oh.
And like things are spinning, but you're just so happy that nothing matters. I was like, this is why people do drugs. Don't do it though.
Have those tranquilizers become better? I know a couple of, I don't know if it's a couple, but I remember them having an addictive sort of...
They are. That's
Are
why
they very addictive?
they are very addictive. They're called benzos. And I don't know. Back in the day, we used to have people who smoke benzene.
Yeah, but they used to do that at school. I used to be so scared of those girls. There used to be girls that used to put like benzene on their like jerseys and they'd be like,
yes, yeah. So that whole group of benzos.
yeah. So it's like a proper hallucinant.
Proper, like really
Or is
proper.
it called, or is it a hallucinogenic?
It is that. It makes you calm. It makes you happy. It just makes you a whole lot of things, and you like sleep like peacefully. But yeah, what I know is that you are not, especially if you're someone who's suicidal or someone who is at risk of being, like if you have an addictive personality, doctors are not allowed to prescribe you. So with me, when I got discharged from Akiso, I was not allowed to have those.
So what is a kiso?
It's a hospital, mental health, a psychiatric clinic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you're suicidal, not coping, if you are addicted to substances or anything, that's where you go.
So you were able, they gave you the prescription because you don't have an addictive personality, or?
They didn't give me because I was suicidal. So
Oh,
the
I
other thing
see.
is that when you take a lot of them, because they're so strong, you can die like.
Oh,
quickly.
I see. No, I hear, because you can lose count as well.
Yeah.
Perhaps of how many you're taking.
Yeah, so it's only after like years and years of building a relationship with my psychiatrist and my therapist when they're like, okay, I think we've gotten to a point where we can give you, but they're not allowed to give you more than 10 pills.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so just like we give you the lowest dose,
Those possible.
and even if you take 10,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna pass out for 2 days and you'll still wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know with our black families. I mean, I think there's a humble tandaza. There's a,
Yeah. So I've been lucky. That's what I wanted to say earlier. Now I remember. So I've been lucky that I've never had a bad experience with my mental health, except for like people who would be, when I tell them like, actually I'm not okay, I have 1, 2, 3, and they're like, but you're always okay on Instagram. And I'm like, what do you mean? But I've never had a bad experience with my parents.
Also, Instagram is not our lives, yeah.
I took a hot picture yesterday, so I'm going to post it. That is all it's about. That's all it's about. Like, don't think too much into it. Like, come on, people. Like, yeah. So
I love that.
So like, at first I didn't know how to confront my parents or just tell them that, yo, this is what's happening, because it's like, you grew up in a well, you have both parents who are actually there in your life, quite supportive. And nothing hectic has ever happened like to you. You don't have like traumatic events throughout your childhood where you can be like, okay, I'm not okay. So it's just like, how do I tell my parents that this is happening? And it just got to a point where I'm like, you know what, I have to tell them, because what happens one day they get called with, we have your child here, like so it will be a shock to their system because they don't know. So I had to inform them like, yo, this is what's happening. They didn't really understand, but to them they knew that I was sick. Yeah, so when I was in hospital, my psychiatrist asked my dad to come. My dad came to visit, and she just explained to him where it's not like something she's doing on purpose.
Or something that any of you may have done, perhaps.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it's just like, if a person has cancer, they'll go seek treatment. It's the same with me. So they treated me like an egg, man. Ooh, but the year that I got admitted, when I went home, because like I was cancelled from going to school. Like I had to take leave.
Yeah.
When I was home, I was spoiled. I think I gained 3
Hi,
kilograms.
Anza, we don't want to be admitted so we can get spoiled when we get home.
No house chores in the morning. How are you? Like my
Did you
dad-
prolong it a little bit more? You're just like,
I prolonged
serve
it.
me, I'm your queen.
I'm the only girl at home, so chores are like. I'm like, yeah. This is my time to shine.
Oh no, Anza, I absolutely love it. I mean, I love it. I love how open you are about things in general. I like how friendly you are and how open you are and how comfortable you are with yourself and yourself around even other people. And I think I think this was a good conversation, especially for the first time. And yes, please, people, do follow Anza on her. Do subscribe to her channel. Do subscribe to Let's Talk Science podcast on YouTube as well, and follow us on all social media platforms. I really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you enjoyed too. The hashtag is Let's Talk Science, and the hashtag is #BeyondScience. So do comment, do like, do tell us who you want or what kind of discipline you want next. Thank you so much from myself and from my guest Anza. Thank you so much.